Okay, algebra, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at Unit 6, Notes 5. This will be the last one of this unit. So you're looking at how to figure out compound interest. So compound interest is kind of what a bank uses to calculate interest or what you might do on a loan. So let's take a look. Come on. Oh, let's back up. There we go. Compound interest. So A is your ending amount, P is your starting amount, what's called the principal, R is your interest rate, N is the number of times compounded per year. So you want to pay special attention to that. T is your number of years. So when you're looking at how many times compounded per year, so if you go daily, that's going to be 365, weekly 52, monthly 12, quarterly 4, semi-annually 2, and annually is just going to be 1. So taking a look, A equals P times 1 plus R over N raised to the N times T. All right, so Maria's parents invested $14,000 at 6% per year compounded monthly. How much will there be in 10 years? So principal equals 1 plus your rate over N raised to the N times T. So P is going to be your 14,000. 1 plus rate as a decimal was going to be 0.06 over 12 because you're compounded monthly, 12 months in a year, and then N times T is going to be 12 times 10. So now we got to work inside out. So put this together first. So 0.06 divided by 12 plus 1. So this is 1.005 raised to the 120th, because that's what 12 times 10 is, times this initial amount, $14,000. So after all that, you get $25,471.60. So there is your winner right there. So determine the amount of an investment of $300 invested at an interest rate of 3.5% compounded semi-annually. Remember, that's 2 for 22 years. So again, principal, 1 plus your rate divided by number of times per year raised to the number of times years. So initial amount, 300. 1 plus your interest rate, 0.035. You got to move the decimal place over 2 spots, semi-annually twice, 2 times 22. So working inside out, 0.035 divided by 2 plus 1. So this becomes 1.0175 raised to the 44th power times 300. So that's going to be 643 bucks and 63 cents approximately. So that's going to be your answer. So taking this one piece at a time, order of operations plays a major key role here. Your allowance of 190 bucks got 11% compounded monthly for 1.5 years. What is it worth after the 1.5 years? So 190 bucks, that's your P, your initial amount. Your interest rate is going to be 0.11, that's 11%, compounded monthly. So monthly, your N is going to be 12, so then your time is going to be 1.5. So when you start to put this together, principal, 1 plus interest rate divided by how many times a year? 12 times 1.5. So 0.11 divided by 12 plus 1. This gets a really big long decimal, 00917, raised to 12 times 1.5, which is going to be 18, times your initial starting amount, 190. So after a year and a half, your 190 bucks turned into 223.916. So approximately $223.92. So 440 bucks gets 5.8% interest compounded annually. So it's going to be 1 for 8 years. What's 440 bucks going to be worth in 8 years? So 440 times, let's see, 1 plus 0.058 over 1 raised to the 1 times 8. So this is nice because it's just 1.058 raised to the 18 times 440. It's kind of nice when it's just one, when it's just annually, because you just put one and life becomes a lot easier. Then it's just an order of operations problem. So there's your answer. We got to be getting towards the end here. Hang with me. So $54,200 two-year car loan is at 15.1% compounded daily. What will you have paid for your car after 2 years? So percent or principal plus rate over number of times times years. So 54,000, 1 plus your interest rate as a decimal is 151, compounded daily. Daily means 365 days a year. So it's going to be 365 times 2 years. So 0.151 divided by 365 plus 1, 1.00041. 365 times 2 is going to be 730. Times 54,000. So this raised to this times the 54,000 is going to be 72,836.9. So after 2 years, you've paid for a $54,000 car. You paid over 72 grand for it. All right, so you invest money for 16 years. $40,000, 14% compounded weekly. How much is it worth now? So by now, I'm hoping you can start putting this together a little bit on the fly and then kind of work it out. So 0.14 is what 14% is as a decimal divided by 52. So 52 weeks times 16 years. So 0.14 divided by 52 plus 1 raised to the whatever 52 times 16 is, that's a big number, times 40,000. So this becomes 1.00269. 52 times 16 is going to be 832 times the 40,000. So after all that, I get $374,604. All right. Use your time. Get ready. After you do this, you're ready for your quiz for this unit.